That's April 17th. All right, guys, lock in. This is State of Florida versus Devant McCoy case numbers 24 CF 243 and 2544 now McCoy. He's rolling solo, no lawyer. He's invoking his right to represent himself, but the vibes tense real, tense the court's trying to set a motion hearing. But McCoy is throwing up a red flag, says he's still waiting on critical video evidence that never showed up. That's not a minor detail. That's the foundation of his defense. Still, the judge locks it in April 17th, 1:30 p.m. Mark it down. But here's the kicker: McCoy doesn't even seem to know who's actually handling his case. The defense is like a GPS with no signal, spinning in circles, no direction, total confusion. We're only at the starting line. And this thing's already off the rails, pure courtroom chaos from a jump. Things start heating up when Mr. Cruz makes the call. Meanwhile, McCoy is still in the dark. He doesn't even know who the state attorney is. It's like preparing for a legal fight. Without knowing your opponent, the courts try to help, urging him to contact senior attorneys for guidance. But the whole process is a tangled mess of confusion and red tape. Still, the judge moves things along and sets a firm date, April 17th, for the motion hearing. No more delays, no more guessing. Then Cruz calls again, giving McCoy one last out. You can still get a lawyer, but McCoy stands firm, no backing down, no legal team. This isn't just a hearing. Anymore, it's war, and McCoy's walking alone. Well, here's where things heat up. McCoy files a second request asking the court to force a release of video footage. He argues he can't properly defend himself without it, but the state quickly pushes back. They say the videos come from private businesses, not police sources. So there's no legal duty to turn them over. McCoy wants them. They tell him to issue subpoenas and get law enforcement involved. Even then, police aren't required to go out and gather that kind of evidence. The legal back and forth is intense. Without the videos, is a fair trial even possible? That's the big question. Get even more tense, McCoy demands footage from Bay County officers, the ones directly involved in the case, but the state pushes back again, saying those officers didn't have body cameras. Only the Florida Highway Patrol did. McCoy does receive some FHP video and phone data on discs, but that's all the court reminds him. They can't force private businesses to hand over security footage. McCoy frustration hits a boiling point. He's left with scraps, and it's nowhere near enough. The system's tough, and he's caught in the middle of it. The judge has had enough. McCoy's motion to force the release of evidence is denied. End of story. The trial is officially set for May 23rd at 9 a.m. The court orders McCoy to complete his paperwork and sign all required documents. No more stalling, no more excuses. This case is going forward, ready or not. The pressure is on the deadline set. And if McCoy wants a shot at justice, he'll have to step up and fight for it. Now let's turn to George Myers. He's demanding a new lawyer, saying his current one The defense team isn't taking Myers' accusations lightly. They fire back saying they've done their homework and made strategic legal choices for solid reasons. According to them, filing weak or baseless motions would only hurt the case. The judge steps in and makes a call. Myers won't be getting a new lawyer. The trial is moving ahead as planned. Tensions are sky high. The courtrooms become a battleground of legal arguments and sharp tactics. Myers looks exhausted, and if he chooses to go it alone, he's taking a serious risk. This isn't just a legal fight, it's a high-stakes. At last, Myers is officially sworn in to represent himself, fully aware he's facing first-degree murder charges that could lead to life in prison or even the death penalty. The judge doesn't sugarcoat it. Without a lawyer, Myers has no safety net. If he makes a mistake, he'll have to live with the consequences. His mental competency is reviewed, and clear against all odds, Myers insists he's ready to take control of his own defense. A jury trial is scheduled for July 7th, with a trial management hearing set for May 23rd. This case is headed straight for a showdown. No more pauses, no more protection. It's all or nothing from here on.